In this session, we will be seeing 8086 microprocessor architecture. First, you need to know the features of architecture before seeing the architecture of microprocessor. The features of architectures are it is a 16-bit processor which is having 16-bit ALU and 16-bit register, internal data bus and 16-bit external data bus, and it is a faster processing. It is available in 3 versions based on the frequency of operation, that are 5 megahertz, 8 megahertz, and 10 megahertz. It has multiplexed addresses and data bus. It contains 20 address lines and 15 data lines. It can support up to 64 kilo of IO ports. It uses 2 stages of pipelining, that is fetch stage and execute stage, which improves the performance. Fetch stage can prefetch up to 6 bytes of instruction and store them in the queue. Execute stage executes these instructions, and it is available in 14-pin dual-in package. It requires 5 volts of power supplies. Next, this is the architecture of your internal architecture of 8086 microprocessor. It is basically divided into 2 parts. First is your BIU. BIU is bus interface unit, and DU is the execution unit. The bus interface units will take care of all data and address transferred on the buses. For the execution like sending address, fetching instructions from the memory, and reading the data from the port and the memory, as well as writing data to the port and the memory. It is having functional parts like instruction queue, and the instruction queue contains the instructions. It will get up to 6 bytes of mixed instructions and store them in the instruction queue. One execution unit executes instruction and it is ready for its next instruction. It simply reads the instruction from the instruction queue and it will increase the execution speed. Next is segment register. The segment register internally contains 4 segment buses. They are code segment, data segment, and stack segment, extra segment. Segment register. Bus interface user have 4 segment buses. They are core segment CS, data segment DS, and stack segment SS, extra segment TS. IP is nothing but your instruction pointer. Code segment. The code code segment, it stands for CS stands for code segment. It is used for addressing memory locations in the code segment of the memory where the execute program is stored. DS, data segment. It contains of data. DS, it contains of data used by the program and is accessed in the data segment by an offset address of the content of other registers. Stack register, it handles memory to store data and address during execution. Extra segment, it contains additional data segment which is used by the string to hold the extra destination data. Whereas instruction pointer, it is on 16-bit register which is used to hold the address of next register to be executed. This is about the segments of this is the segment register of bus interface unit. Next, coming to execution unit. The execution units will use the instructions to BIU, stating from where to fetch the data, and then it will be decoded and executed those instructions. The function is to control operations on the data with using the instruction decoder and the ALU. The arithmetic ALU stands for arithmetic logic unit, which will perform arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, and logical operations also, and or operations. Okay. Execution unit has no direct connection with system bus, as we are seeing in the diagram. It performs operation over the data through bus interface user. Okay, next ALU. ALU is arithmetic logic unit, which performs arithmetic operations as well as logic operations. The arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and logical operations like OR and not operations. Okay. Next, here we are having flags. There are different flags like flag registers, conditional flags. Here, flag register is a 16-bit register which will behave like an flip-flop. It changes its states according to the result stored in the accumulator. It has 9 flags and they are divided into 2 groups. First is conditional flags and control flags. These flags are divided into 2 categories. One is conditional flag and the other is control flag. Conditional flags, which will represent the results of the last arithmetic or logic instruction executed. Following is the list. Next, coming to the conditional flags are carry flag, auxiliary flag, and zero flag, priority flag, sign flag, overflow flag, and control flag. The flag register is a 16-bit flag. It is a 16-bit flag register. In 8086, the execution unit contains 16-bit flag register, and they are divided into this type. They are divided into 2 types: conditional flags and control flags. The conditional flags are again divided into subcategories. One is carry flag. CF is arithmetic carry flag. This indicates the overflow condition for arithmetic operation. If any carry is obtained, then the carry will be in set mode or else it will be in reset. That means set in the sense, if you are getting the carry as 1, then carry flag will be in set condition. If you are getting carry as 0, then the carry flag will be in reset mode. Next is auxiliary priority flag. The priority flag, this flag is used to indicate the priority of the results. That means when the lower order 8-bit of the results contains when the lower orbit of the results contains when the lower order of 8 bits of the results contains even number of ones, then the priority flag is set. If the ones are odd numbers, then the priority flag will be reset. That means when you are getting even number of ones, then the priority flag will be in set mode or else it will be in reset mode. Next, auxiliary flag. The auxiliary flag is performed at ALU. It results in a carry or borrow from the lower nibble or to the upper nibble. That means the data is divided into D0 to D7. If any addition, that means if any carry is obtained from D4 to D3, then auxiliary carry will be in set mode. Or else if you are borrowing any digit from D4 to D3, then also the auxiliary carry is set as 1. This processor uses this flag to perform binary to BCD conversion. Mainly auxiliary flag will be using to perform binary to BCD conversion. Next is zero flag. This flag is set to 1 when the result of arithmetic or logical operation is 0, or else it is set to 0. Next is sign flag. The sign flag holds the sign of the result. That means when the result of operation is negative, then the sign flag is set to 1 or else it is set to 0. This sign flag, whenever we are getting the negative value, then the sign bit will be in set mode or else it will be in reset mode. That means it will be 0. Overall, overflow flag. The overflow flag represents the result when the system capacity is exceeded. When we are exceeding the system capacity, then overflow flag will be in set mode or else it will be in reset mode. Next is control flag. The control flag will control the operation of the execution unit. Next is interrupt trap flag. It is used for single step control and allows the user to execute one instruction at a time for debugging. That means if it is set, then the program can be run in a single step mode. Interrupt flag. This is an interrupt enable or disable flag. That is, it is used to allow or prohibit the interruption of a program. It is set to 1 for interrupt enabled condition and set to 0 for interrupt disabled condition. Next is our direction flag. It is used in string operation. As the name suggests, when it is set, then string bytes are accessed from the higher memory address to the lower memory address and vice versa. Next, general purpose register. Next, general purpose registers. There are total 8 general purpose registers. They are AHAL, sorry, AHAL, BHBL, CHCL, and DHBL. This register can be used individually to store 8-bit data and can be used in pair to store 16-bit data. The valid register pairs are AH and AL. This should be paired. AX in the sense it is paired as AH and AL. Next, BH and BL are paired. CH, that means higher and lower are paired here. It is these AH and AL are referred to as an AX. BH and BL are referred to as an BX. CHCL are referred to as an CX. DH and DL are referred to as an DX respectively. Whereas AX register, it is known as accumulator register. It is mainly used to store operands for arithmetic operation. AX is mainly used for storing the arithmetic operation, whereas BX is nothing but our base register. It is used to store starting base address of the memory area. Next, CX. It is referred to as counter. It is used in loop instruction to store the loop counter. DX register, it is used to hold input output port address for input output instruction. And last is our stack pointer register. Last is our stack point register. These are the this is 16-bit data line general purpose register. AX is divided into 8-bit and 8-bit. That means higher and lower. AL is your accumulator. That means it will store only arithmetic operations. BX is also having 16. It is also 16-bit general purpose register. It contains BH and BL. Each of 8 bits. It is a base register. It is mainly used to store the starting base address of the memory area. CX is CH and CL. It is counter. It will be referring as a counter. It is used in loop instructions to store loop counter. DH is nothing but our data. This register is used to hold IO, input output port addresses for input output instruction. Next, stack pointer. It is also 16-bit register which holds the address from the start of the segment to the memory location where a word was most recently stored on the stack. These pointers are also divided into two types, stack pointer and the base pointer, and indexes are store index, destination index. See, carry flag. When the carry, you are getting carry as 1, then it is set, otherwise it is in reset mode. Priority, when you are getting even number of ones, then it is known as even priority. It will be set. If you are getting odd number of ones, then it will be reset mode. In this, we have seen features of 8086 and architecture of 8086. Features we have seen, it is a 16-bit processor. It is uses in 2 stages, that is 2 stages of pipelining. And next we have seen the architecture. Architecture mainly divided into 2 types. Architecture is mainly divided into 2 parts. One is bus interface user and execution unit. Bus interface unit and execution unit. In bus interface unit, again we are having different types of registers and the execution unit. It contains arithmetic logic unit and flags and registers. In arithmetic logic unit, you will be performing operations of arithmetic and logic operations, and flag registers are divided into 16 types. Based on it is again divided into two types: conditional flags and control flags. Next, we have seen stack pointer. This is about your architecture of 8086. Thank you.